Episode 4. Patience helps you to be kind. Grace enters the administrative office to turn in some forms. She hears a conversation with the guidance counselor and another student, but she can't make out who the student is. She puts her ear to the door. "You need to clean up your act or you can hang it all up," said the counselor. As soon as she hears the doorknob turning, she quickly pretends she's putting the form in the basket, and out comes Amanda. They pause and stare at each other.
"What are you looking at?"
says Amanda with an attitude. She then walks out of the office. The guidance counselor steps out of her office. "Oh, hi, Grace,"
Hi. I was just dropping off this form my mom needed to sign.
says Grace. "Oh, good. I'm glad you're here, by the way. Step into my office."
Oh, my mom's waiting for me. I have dance practice.
"It will only take a few seconds."
All right.
Grace steps into the office. After a few minutes, Grace walks out.
I'll see what I can do.
"Thank you so much. Oh, are you planning anything for your mother?" Grace puts on a huge smile.
I am. I'm planning her something special.
"That's so sweet. Your mother will be very happy. Well, you better get going." At practice, all the girls were lined up to warm up. Grace was looking around, but there was no sign of Amanda. Every few seconds, she would glance at the front doors. "Grace," Miss Porter called out, "is everything okay?"
Yes, ma'am.
"Great, now focus." Grace continues to stretch. After an hour of practice, it's time to go home. The girls go to the cubicles to pack their things. "Good job today, ladies," said Miss Porter. "Sierra, you need to work on that back leg. You need to bring it forward." "Grace." Grace stops in her tracks.
Yes, Miss Porter?
"You seem distracted today.
No, I'm fine.
Is everything okay at home?"
Oh, yes, nothing wrong there.
"Okay, what about school? Because you know..."
No problem there either. My grades are in tip-top shape, Miss Porter.
"All right, well, continue working on that double spin. Remember, focus on your target to get the most out of your spin."
Yes, ma'am.
"All right, have a good night." On the way home, Grace was silent in the car. Even at the dinner table, nothing. Grace stares down at her plate. "Okay," says Grace's mom. "What's going on? You were quiet in the car ride home, and now you're barely touching your food. You're not coming down with a cold, are you?"
Mom, no, it's just...
Grace takes a breath.
Amanda wasn't at practice, and she never misses practice.
"Okay, maybe she wasn't feeling well, or she had a doctor's appointment. If you're worried about her, I can call her mom." Grace interrupts.
No, it's okay. Like you said, she probably had a doctor's appointment or something.
"Okay, well, I'm glad to see you're concerned. But anytime you're concerned about anyone, pray for them, okay?
Okay.
Now eat so you can get ready for bed." That night, Grace prayed for Amanda, that whatever she is going through, he would send someone her way to guide her. Grace's mom dropped her off to school the next morning. When Grace got out of the car for the first time, she saw Amanda sitting by herself.
Why me, Lord?
Grace thought.
She's stuck up, rude, and wouldn't even help a fly. I need some help on this.
Grace pulled out her phone and made a call. Isa, Faith, and Jace were headed out the door for school when the phone rang. "Hello, thank you for calling the Hero Helping Hotline. How may we help you?" says Isa. "Uh-huh. Okay, of course we can help. We were just heading out." Isa hangs up the phone and meets Faith and Jace in the car. "We're gonna have to make a stop before class. Grace needs our help." They all put their hands in a circle and chanted, 1, 2, 3, let's help our community. When Isa, Faith, and Jace got to school, they found Grace pacing back and forth. "Hey, Grace," said Isa.
Hey, guys.
Said Grace. "What's going on, Grace?" asked Jace.
Look.
Grace points to Amanda.
She's sitting by herself, and she's never by herself. And on top of that, she missed dance practice. Amanda never misses practice. This happens after she met with the guidance counselor yesterday.
"Were you eavesdropping?" asked Faith.
I only made out one sentence.
"Grace," said Faith.
And that's not all. The guidance counselor wants me to help Amanda with her schoolwork, and I think that's why she missed dance practice.
"Well, that's good she wants you to help her," said Jace.
I'm sorry. Are we talking about the same Amanda who glued my locker shut? The same Amanda who sniggers at me as she walks past? Or how about the Amanda who thinks she's better than everybody?
"Well, this Amanda is in need of help. You shouldn't deny anyone help, especially if God puts us in their path to help them," said Jace.
What do you mean?
"Remember the story of the Good Samaritan in Luke 10, verses 25 to 37, said Isa.
Yes.
2 people came across a Jewish man who was robbed, beaten, and stripped of his clothing. But they just kept walking until the Jewish man lost all hope. But it wasn't until God sent a kind and loving Samaritan to help the man," said Isa. "You see, Grace, maybe there were people who saw Amanda in need, but because of her mean attitude and selfish ways, they passed her by. However, you, Grace, are nice, sweet, and loving. No matter how rude someone can be, you are still kind to them," said Jace.
There goes my prayer.
Faith, Jace, and Isa looked at each other.
I prayed God would send someone to help Amanda, and I think that person is me.
"Have no fear, Grace. God will always be with you," said Faith. and be patient with her because she may have her mind already made up to say no, says Isa. Grace turns to face Amanda.
I can do this. God be with me.
She slowly walks over to a sad and lonely Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
Amanda looks up.
What do you want?
Grace looks back at Isa, Faith, and Jace, who gives her a thumbs up. She turns back to Amanda.
I was wondering if you needed help.
Nope, I'm good, bye.
Amanda interrupted. Grace turns to walk away, but says a quick prayer.
God, I am your humble servant. Please use me as you see fit.
She walks back over to Amanda.
You might not want the help, but you need the help if you want to stay and dance.
Amanda stands to her feet.
Are you threatening me?
I know I'm here to help you, but you think because people have failed you in the past that I will. But I'm here to tell you I'm willing to help. Think about it.
Grace,
Grace suddenly stops and turns around.
can you help me?
Grace smiles. That night, Grace's mother arrived home. She walked through the front door exhausted. I am so tired. She looks around and noticed the lights were out. Grace, are you in here? Why is it so dark? She walked in the kitchen. Grace? Grace jumped up from behind the table and shouted,
Happy Mother's Day, Mom!
Oh my! Grace had set the table for two with a coupon for a free foot massage at the local nail salon. Oh, Grace, you shouldn't have.
Yes, I did. Mom, you were always there for me, and you work so hard at your job and making sure I get to school on time, and I make every practice. You are patient with me, and I love you.
Grace's mom gives Grace a big hug and squeezes her tight. I love you too.
Mom?
Oh, sorry. They laughed. Come on, let's eat, said Grace's mom. Tune in next month to find out what happens next. Family Challenge. Number 1. Are you an eavesdropper? Do you like to listen to your family's conversation? Well, instead of trying to figure out what the conversation is about, wait patiently for the family member to come to you and tell you what is going on. Trust is a major factor in a family circle. When the time is right, ask them if everything is okay. Number 2. Is someone in your household struggling with stress, work, or schoolwork? This week, come together as a family and pray for one another. Be patient as you all work out your schedules and set a date and time. Number 3. Are you trying to give someone in your family godly advice, but they are stuck in their ways and rather stick to their plan instead? Don't get upset, but take the next 3 days to pray with a family member to come to an agreement that your godly advice will be received and used to the glory of God. Remember, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 7. Do you have a prayer request? Please email us at agape@metrosda.org so that we can pray for you. The next Agape's Neighborhood episode airs Tuesday, June 7th at 7 p.m. Do you have an idea for Agape's Neighborhood? Email us at agape@metrosda.org and send us your ideas. If your idea is chosen, you will get credit for your idea.